Hello everyone! Welcome to CNC, CBCP News Conversations. So, kamusta kayo? I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're gonna talk about a very important topic na kailangan ng lahat ng tao. So, you're gonna be with me. I'm Christine Pagirigan, your host for this show, and we have different guests for different episodes. So, basically, this is gonna be a show that caters various people, important people, lay people, common people, lahat ng klase ng tao. And we will talk about or immerse in interesting discoveries, testimonies, and sharing. So, it's a light chat and a conversation about things that matter. So, for today, very exciting yung magiging topic natin. We have Sir Kirby Liaban. He is the author of The Fired Up Life, the owner of Uplift Learning, and he has been a full-time missionary for 16 years sa Couples for Christ. So marami tayong pwedeng pag-usapan with him. Pero first, let us start with his book. So, Kuya Kirby, bati ka pala muna sa viewers natin.
Hi, I'm Kirby Liaban, and I'm excited to be here in CBCP.
Yeah.
No? And nonetheless, to talk about what motivates us. So I'm excited to really share the things that God has inspired me over the past couple of months, actually for over a year. So, yes.
Kuya Kirby, so simulan na natin yung pinaka-basic question and importante. Tungkol saan po ba yung libro nating The Fired Up Life?
Yeah, this is the book that I wrote. We recently just launched this last June 18 during Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, that's just June 18. And the reason why I had the idea to write this book was that after 16 years of being a missionary, I became an entrepreneur. And nung nag-entrepreneur na ako and I went into business, I realized that gigising ako sa umaga, wala palang magsasabi sa akin kung, gising na, magtrabaho ka na. Or as an entrepreneur, I didn't have an 8 to 5 schedule. But for me to succeed in providing for my family, I had to learn to motivate myself. Then I realized, who are the most motivated people ba? Then I realized the saints are very motivated.
Totoo, no, maraming nagkukwento parang yung mga sikat na artista, yung mga authors, pero hindi masyadong nami-mention na motivation idol ang saints. Sino po ba dyan yung na-mention na saints?
Particularly one of the most hardworking saints is Maximilian Kolbe. He built entire villages for Mama Mary, you know. And sabi ko, grabe mag-work tong saint na to. And of course, other saints as well. But I realized that there's a big tendency to separate our secular work from
the professional.
Well, our service to the Lord or our spirituality. Hinihiwalay natin, ibang tao tayo pag nagwo-work, pero ibang tao din tayo pag nasa simbahan. So, sabi ko, no wonder a lot of people feel demotivated. Hindi sila na-motivate sa kanilang work. Monday na naman. Kasi yung spirituality, hinihiwalay dun sa motivation and goal setting sa work. So this book really combines our Christian life, our Christian principles, and combining it with the goals that we have in life in order for us to succeed in our calling, in our vocation. For example, I'm a father of 4 kids. No? So that's enough motivation to work. But baka maubusan din ako ng lakas kung ang paghuhugutan ko lang ay
tao din mismo.
To feed my family. Yes, that's very valid. But for me to really get the needed motivation is to really pray to the Lord and to ask the Lord, Lord, empower me. And Lord, ano ba talaga ang pinapagawa mo sa buhay ko? What is my calling, you know, as a father, as a husband? How do I provide for my children? So that's why in this book, I talk a lot about passion. This book is really about passion.
Kasi, passion coming from God, na-centered
coming
kay
from God,
God
and rooted in your baptismal and your, well, in my case, marriage vocation. No? So there's like what I call there a passion statement that you have to write. Meron din nakalagay doon your mission statement. Of course, you have to plot your vision statement. And I call it like a blueprint for your Christian life or for your work. So in a nutshell, that is basically what my book is offering. So it's helping you to be motivated while using the Christian principles that we have.
So, it's basically centered dun sa fact kasi na we have our motivations. Siyempre, lahat tayo pag nagtatrabaho. Pero sometimes limited yung nagiging motivations natin. Unlike, if we connect all our passion, all our efforts sa trabaho to God, the unlimited source, imposibleng maubos siya, no? So, ganun ba yung thought nung, yung parang yung pinaka-main idea niya in a way?
Yeah, well, all of us want to live a good life, to provide
Of course, yes.
well for our families.
Yung
to,
tipong hindi ka mabibitin sa budget.
yes,
yung
we want to have that good life. Maybe travel. What the world would
yung
think
leisures
as
din
good life.
sometimes.
But what I propose is to live a fired up life.
Okay.
Kasi a lot of people reach their goals, but parang,
Mayaman, pero...
yeah, but ito lang ba? Is this it?
What's next after this?
Okay, I reached it. I attained a certain status or stature, position, or maybe financial level. Pero a lot of them are really unhappy. Bakit? Kasi hindi nila na-connect kung saan sila tinatawag ni Lord. You know? So,
Kulang yung yung success nila
success
Yung
without
fulfillment.
fulfillment is not success at all. It's in a way it's failure.
Para siyang success lang sa worldly manner.
Yeah. So
Pero inner kulang.
So all of us are called to a certain mission in life. And that's what I'm saying is that you have to define that mission. Of course, you discern for that mission. And you draw your fire from that mission that the Lord has inspired
Yes.
you with. For example, my mission is to help people discover their passion.
Yes.
Kasi I found out while I was, of course, a missionary and while I was just in an ordinary coffee conversation, I tend to ask people what they're passionate about. Then they say one thing or another and basically they say, hindi ko alam eh.
Mapapaisip din sila parang ano nga ba?
Oo. Although some, they have passion.
Meron
pero
yung mga solid, kaso
hindi nila pinupursue. Then I remember this gospel, di ba? Yung parable of the talents. Tapos tinago lang yung
hindi nag-grow.
Oo, tinago lang yung talent. Tapos,
Nabaon lang
ano
siya
ba,
dun.
parang pag hiningan na tayo ni Lord, anong ginawa mo sa binigay ko sa na talent or passion or potential?
Iniwan lang po doon.
Hindi Lord eh. Yeah, I decided.
Natakot. Meron bang ganun yun? Parang fear of reaching the goal. Kahit alam mong yun yung gusto mo, pero natatakot ka sa mga, ay baka kasi ganito yung mangyari, nakakatakot yung challenges.
Oh yeah, definitely fear is number one.
Hindrance.
Kasi baka mag-fail or maybe the goal is too big, too impossible in your mind. But if you look at the Bible, it's full of impossibilities
Yes.
becoming possible. Di ba? A lot of miracles are there and it's just telling us that these miracles can still happen today. Even in your work life.
Yes.
In
It's happening
your goals.
daily, in simple things, in little things, and in big things.
Yeah.
No?
So
believing
there was
in
this
miracles.
one, when I had my launching in PICC, there was this one 25-year-old young
Anong
professional.
trabaho po niya?
No, I didn't say, but
Okay.
he just said that, Brother Kirby, I really need to be motivated now. And whatever he was going through,
Curious ako sa
he
kanya.
was kind of feeling depressed, down,
Pero he
maybe
has work,
frustrated.
Regular
Most probably,
work.
yes. I wasn't able to interview him, but he was sighing and saying, I really need to be motivated now. And sabi ko, wow, this pain is real.
Totoo.
Maybe the weekly pain that we feel on a Monday morning.
Bakit Monday na naman? Tapos sa
and
weekend.
Parang after a long weekend, then you see a post in Facebook, back to reality. So parang sabi ko, why are people
Afraid
why
of
do they
going
hate
to
their
work.
jobs? Why do they hate their jobs? While this job is helping them
Fulfill their...
to live as a person, to survive. No? So, sabi ko, it's either they're in the wrong job or in the wrong place, or maybe they lack gratefulness, they lack the inspiration to be able to witness the Lord in the workplace. Meaning, to be excellent is being a good witness. So, for me, all these things that I've just mentioned and our vocation calling, if we are doing what the Lord is calling
Telling
us
us
to
to
do, to the best of our discernment, of course, guided by the people around us and some maybe priests and elders, I believe we can live a fired up life. I
Yes.
believe we can live a fired up life.
So, Kuya Kirby, question. You've mentioned na possible na hindi ka grateful enough or yun nga, kulang yung connection mo with God. Or you're in the wrong job. How do you know kung kailangan mo nang humanap ng iba kasi hindi pala yun talaga yung para sa'yo?
Well, at the most basic level is your job making you a better Christian?
Yes, of course.
So,
Pag medyo
is-
sumasama na yung ugali mo, parang
is your
mapaisip
job,
ka na.
Well, what I mean is your job leading you to sin.
Mm-hmm.
So yun yung una. Kasi of course,
It's gonna destroy you if...
the whole point of having a job is to support your vocation.
Yes.
Either you're single, blessed, or married.
Family.
Yeah, but if it does not support your vocation, which is ultimately to reach heaven, then maybe you're
Mapaisip ka na,
you're in the
no?
wrong job. Or maybe you're called to transform the workplace.
Transform the workplace. Kung nasan ka mismo, bring the change there.
Yes. So bring the change there and be unafraid to actually introduce Christian values into the workplace without maybe putting off a lot of other people, but being, in a way, a good Christian witness. No?
Being the role model mismo, walking the talk, tapos
So
mapapaisip sila.
when your job becomes a place where you hate being there, you can transform it into a mission area. Or maybe if you feel that the Lord is calling you to some other
Outside na talaga.
vocation, then maybe it's time to look
Transition out.
transition to another
Yes.
one. And of course, that should still support your family
Vocation,
or
yes, your
whoever is
needs.
depending on you. No? So for me, of course, our ultimate goal is to be happy.
Yes.
No? But people have different ideas of happiness.
True.
So for others, they mistake pleasure
With
with
happiness.
happiness. No? So they mistake position and power for happiness.
Pero eventually, mapapagod sila. Tapos,
Then
hindi kulang pa rin.
along the way, they make a lot of people suffer or
Yes.
angry or relationships are destroyed. And is that really happiness? So the fired up life is saying, this book is saying, be fulfilled where God calls you. Be fulfilled where God calls you.
So, we've been talking about transition. Na-curious lang ako, naging testimony ka na sometimes you have to transition out kasi we're called to another vocation eh. So, from being a CFC missionary ng 16 years, when did you know na tinatawag ka na to the entrepreneurial
Yeah.
field?
So actually, right now, I'm still a CFC missionary
course.
in a different sense.
Yes.
But for 16 years, I was a full-time
Full-time.
missionary. So I just felt after that 16 years, the Lord was calling me. I felt it in my heart, and it was very consistent in my prayers. Na, Kirby, go out and spread the word to more people.
Parang nakakatakot yung gano'n, tinatawag ka na sa ano.
And sabi ko, how Lord,
Bago.
look into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, I realized that one of my qualities, kasi pinakilala ako ng isang kaibigan ko when I was about to give a talk. Pinakilala niya ako as, please welcome Kirby Liaban, one of the most passionate people I know. Sabi
Passionate.
ko, passionate pala talaga ako. Parang yun pala yung
Nakikita ng tao sa'yo.
yun pala yung quality ko.
Uh-huh.
Yun pala yung, in a way, gift ko. Baka siguro, it's the way I speak. Or maybe when I involve myself into something, I give my all
Totoo.
for that. So sabi ko, then I realized that the Lord was telling me, just spread more of who you are to other people.
And you're actually doing it right now.
Yeah, and of course, the first thing that came to my mind was to write a book about passion, to research something about it. And that's what I also tell other people. Spread more of who you are. Spread more of who you are. So I have a friend who's a professional singer. Then I told her, why don't you pursue that singing? You know?
Inspire other people through music.
Yeah, and then
Madaming taong
what she did
na-inspire sa
was
ganyan.
she asked my help to put up a website to be able to teach more people to sing.
And alam ko, singer ka din, Sir Kirby, ah.
Maybe a songwriter. I would say I'm a songwriter, but performing singer, no, I'm not a
So,
singer.
ganun.
Maybe I want to pursue that goal also.
Sometime.
But what I'm saying is, God gifted, ikaw, Chrissy, you're different from
Of
me.
course.
Your giftedness is different from me. But what's stopping you from sharing that giftedness
To other people.
to other people? Like now, you're doing interviews and your personality
Reporting and
is
stuff.
shining, no? And you're sharing it to a bigger audience. So for me, that's my more specific mission, is to really help people.
Nakaka-inspire, nakaka-excite na pag tinawag ka ni Lord, mag-go ka talaga. Kasi seeing you, if you were a passionate person before this, you're a very much more passionate person kung posible man na maging more ka pa. Kasi yung energy na lumalabas through you, sobrang nafe-feel ko yung Holy Spirit eh. Yung gano'n na parang, alam mo kasi na mahal mo yung ginagawa mo. Alam mo may patutungan yung ginagawa mo. And it's making your life really, really bright and wonderful. So it's possible for everyone.
Yeah, it's possible. So I see it in 3 phases. First phase is to discover your fire.
Yes.
Yung
What
calling
makes
mo,
you
what makes
burning
you,
with
what
passion.
sets you on fire, what makes you happy. You discover it, then you write it. Ano ba yun?
Importante isulat na baka
Oo,
kasi
isulat,
makalimutan.
oo.
Or sa phone
Then,
mo.
when you come to
post.
that certain piece that this is what I'm passionate about and this is what the Lord is calling me to be passionate about, you have to build it. Meaning, hindi pwedeng you just leave it na,
So
okay,
you have to
passionate.
learn,
Read, train,
ask people about it.
study.
Yes.
If you had to enroll to a certain school to be passionate about it. No?
So that's why you're taking your doctorate right now.
That's why, because I'm so passionate about formation and teaching people,
Training
about,
people.
telling people about God. No? Besides my training business, that's why I took up an MA in theology, and I'm pursuing now my doctorate.
Yes,
Of course,
PhD.
it's difficult. It's still a long way off. But what I'm saying is, you have to build your
Of
fire.
course.
You build your expertise. Then, of course, sayang naman pag naging expert ka na and na-build mo na yung authority.
Tapos nag-stuck lang sa'yo. no?
Tapos yung, parang sa'yo lang.
Oh,
So you have to
sayang.
spread it. You have to spread it. And wow, we are living in the most awesome period in
Actually,
churches
sobrang bilis
and man's
ng ano.
history because we have all this social media, we have all
Exactly.
this the internet, no, and we can just see there's a lot of selfie videos, then they give inspirational
Vlogs,
messages,
yes.
yeah. Then the post, then they send it, then 50,000 people are
Will
able
be
to view
inspired,
it.
yes.
Parang ganun, we're living in that
Ganun na lang,
moment.
no?
So it's easier now to spread your passion, and of course, your passion that is rooted in God's calling for you.
So, what if, kuya, na-curious lang ako? Kasi ang tao maraming gusto eh. So, how do you actually prioritize yung goals mo? Parang ang dami kong gusto, ano unahin ko dito?
Well, different people have different sets of values, but the basic should be to prioritize God.
Of course. Number 1 dapat lagi siya, tapos susunod
You have to prioritize God. You know why? Because God loves us so much that if you prioritize Him, your life will be in order. If God is not...
Siya na bahala mag-ayos niya.
No. Yeah. So, if you go to Mass every Sunday, parang nagkakaroon ka ng alignment with the Lord, then your mind will be very sound. Nakapag-contemplate ka, nakapag-meditate ka during Mass or in prayer, then other things will fall into place, will make sense.
Realize mo
Ordered into God's ways. But if we make Him last, like afterthought, wala na bang ibang pupuntahan? Sige, si Lord na. After all this gulo, right? So,
Sa kanya babagsak yun kasi magpo-fall out yun ng priority list mo sa
so
taas.
if there was a priority, it would be to be a better Christian. And that
So,
would be
if
tough.
your passion brings the better person, the Christian in you, it means you're on the right track.
Yeah. Then second is, your priority should fall for your family.
Of course.
Kasi yun yung bokasyon na magdadala sa'yo sa langit. That's true. Yung pamilya mo na cross mo. Yung
Totoo
not cross na dahil but yeah,
It's
that
a
too.
responsibility,
Even
but-
if you have difficulty with your family and some relatives and family members.
They're always
kumbaga,
a blessing naman, di ba?
Yeah, they're instruments by God surrounded with you.
At sila yung lagi
to
mo
bring you to
kasama.
heaven. Oo, sila
Yung wala
kasama.
kang choice, sila talaga yung uuwian mo. So,
So you put your vocation on
Important.
second prayer. Of course, the others
will follow na.
will follow service, work, all these things. So, again, as I said, we have different values,
Yes.
but at the most foundation of our values, the very foundation of our values is God. No,
Of course.
God. Our love for God.
So, meron ka na ba, Kuya Kirby, na parang na-encounter na tao? You've been training many people kasi renowned speaker ka na, na-invite ka sa maraming events. Meron ka na bang narinig na kwento na talagang naka-inspire sa'yo? About professional life, about pursuing passion? Meron ka ba naging inspiration na gano'n? Or
Well,
parang-
Well, I can think of some, no? But basically, yung nagustuhan ko na kwento is about this. Wait, let me think.
madami ba masyado? Sobrang dami mo na ano.
Because I'm thinking about a couple of people. What I liked most is about. Hindi ko lang babanggitin yung name
Of
kasi that's I
course.
was thinking kung okay ba siya nabanggitin ko.
We can stay anonymous
what I loved
naman.
was I was talking to people about a certain person about motherhood. Parang pag binanggit niya yung motherhood, parang iba siya, like parang expert siya doon.
Kumikinang yung mata niya pag
Kasi,
nagkukwento siya gano'n.
may 5 siyang anak eh.
Okay.
Then her passion is really to really raise her kids in the Catholic manner. So, ano siya, everything she does, even her business is about motherhood and everything. Sabi ko, wow, you're really living out your passion.
Your calling, no?
Then another person is very passionate siya about triathlon.
Triathlon.
Yung ano siya, parang triathlete siya. Then at a very young age, nagtitrain na siya.
Okay.
So, when he talks about fitness, nagpa-coach nga ako sa kanya for a month. And
Parang siya makilala.
ang tindi niya eh. Talagang pinatakbo ako, talagang nadisiplina
Parang
ako.
sigurado kang maging healthy
And this
sa
guy's
kanya.
like, what, 10 years, 15 years younger than I
Okay.
am. Pero when he talks about that,
Driven na driven talaga siya.
iba, para siyang nagsiset on fire siya. Parang, hindi naman galit na set on fire, but iba yung expertise niya,
Yes.
iba yung galing niya, iba yung pagturo niya, yung care niya for his trainee. Iba eh. So, sabi ko, pursue that. Kasi ang galing mo dyan.
True.
So, may mga bagay na,
Sobrang blessed na mga taong nadidiscover nila.
meron tayong genius zone, in a way.
Genius zone.
Oo, giftedness
Zone mo yan
zone
talaga.
na binigay ni Lord sa atin. And because of the combination of who we are, our family background, our educational background, our inclinations, we become uniquely genius to this certain talent.
Sa'yo lang talaga napunta yung kaya mong gawin yan pero maraming taong hindi kaya yan. So, tulungan natin sila
Yeah,
sa
so
mga ganun.
I wouldn't compare myself to other people.
Of
Kasi,
course.
for example, the way I
You're
write my
unique.
book, the way I write my book is uniquely Kirby Liaban.
Yes.
No? So I don't try to become other authors, but I do my best to write how I would write it and express how I would express it uniquely. So, ganun.
So, Kuya Kirby, you will know that you're living a fired up life. If, example, you see a person like you, na syempre, alam mo yung passion mo, alam mo yung love mo, and you're using it in every way possible in helping out other people. Pero para sa mga taong medyo confused pa, yung parang ngayon pa lang nila na-discover na, ay, pwede palang maging ganun yung buhay ko, bakit ako bored every Monday, but excited ako every Friday. Meron ba tayong bullet points to see?
Yeah. So, it's gonna be long if I talk all.
Of course,
It's
yung
in
summary lang,
It's
ha?
in chapter 2 of my book.
Okay,
it's
bilhin na natin to, guys.
It's called the 5 signs of a fired up life. And the first sign is that you're living with your God-given potential. Parang alam mo yung God-given potential mo.
Yes.
Aware ka sa God-given potential mo. For example, if you're a basketball player, passionate ka about basketball.
Matangkad ka dapat nun, ah.
With your current performance right now, ito ba ang full potential ko?
Okay.
Pero baka maisip mo, pwede pa akong gumaling sa
Baka magaling
dribbling, pwede pa akong gumaling sa pag-dunk, whatever,
True.
no? So, baka hindi ko, maybe
Nare-reach
I'm not
pa.
living that. Am I reaching that? No? Am I living to my God-given potential? So kung yun yung first sign of a fired up life, no?
If you are.
No, yeah. So for example, me, I want to produce more books. I want to speak to more people.
Yes.
No.
And parang makikita mo na meron talagang nagbabago sa mga taong yun.
And usually this potential is kung sa human mind lang natin parang imposible. Pero,
Totoo.
pero deep in yourself, sabi mo, kaya eh. So if you're driven with your God-given potential, that's the first sign of a fired up life. Hindi kayong, hindi kaya eh. Wag na lang.
Tinatamad ako
Wag na
mag-aral,
lang.
wait
Hindi
lang.
baling, hindi baling, basta ano yun? Hindi baling mahirapan. Hindi baling na, biglang mahirapan. Parang,
Nag-stay ka sa comfort zone mo, yung mga ganong feels.
yeah, so that's, well, I can only share to you the first sign
Okay.
of a fired up life na ginagawa mo yung potential mo.
So, meron pa tayong 4 na points, kaya bumili na tayo ng libro para malaman natin.
So you can find this book in St. Paul and fully booked and soon in National Bookstore.
Does it have an online copy?
Yes, it does. Just go to kerygmabooks.com.
Okay.
You can order online. They can deliver it to you. You can also get the ebook copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, alam niyo na kung saan kukunin. So, to sum up all of this, Kuya Kirby, ano yung message mo to professionals? Yung usually sinasabi mo pag nagtotalk ka sa kanila, parang conclusion part, encouragement na wherever you are right now. Talk to our viewers,
Okay.
especially kung professional sila. This is gonna be for you.
So if you dread Mondays, like a lot of people, you come from a weekend and you don't like going to work. Ask the Lord, Lord, can you help me be excellent in my work today and this week? And allow the Lord to just motivate you, to speak to you. Kasi si Lord, of course, through the power of the Holy Spirit, siya yung advocate, siya yung motivator, nagpaprad sa atin. And if we do our work for the Lord and using the power of the Lord, then I believe we can be fired up for whatever business, job, or endeavor that we are in. If we use our own strength, dyan tayo mauubusan. And most probably, if you feel demotivated right now or frustrated, it's probably because we have not connected with the Lord for some time. So, grab that Bible, grab that rosary, come before your altar, and just say, Lord, empower me today. Empower me. Fire me up. Thank you.
Fire us up, Lord. So, this has been a very fired up conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, Kuya Kirby. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako and honestly, isa ako sa mga masabi mong na-fire up mo talaga. At somehow, alam ko na kung paano ko i-assess yung professional life ko. So, I hope nag-enjoy kayo. And if you have comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to use the comment box. Or look for Kuya Kirby. He's very active online. He has vlogs every day.
Yeah, you can visit thefireduplife.com.
thefireduplife.com. So we hope to see you again next episode. So thank you very much. This has been Christine Pagirigan with Kuya Kirby Liaban.
Thank you, Chrissy.